It's important to understand the concept of block level tags and inline level tags so that you know what kinds of things can go within what other kinds of things and what kinds of things can't. And avoid some of the pitfalls that most of us fall into as we are learning this stuff. The P tag is a block level tag, and it's a rather unique one. The P tag cannot contain, that is the P element, the contents of the P element cannot contain any other block level tags. The P tag is special. It can only contain inline level content. When the browser is parsing a P element and it encounters some block level element, it will assume that the P element is done and imply an end tag. This can sometimes surprise you. Other block level elements, like div and center, can contain other block level elements so that their effects can be compounded. And then there are some, like the heading elements, that can only contain inline level content. Inline level tags are things like the emphasis tag shown here, which have an effect on the text in line with the flow of the text in the paragraph. Other content, surprisingly, is also inline, such as this image tag here. If we take a look at that in our browser, we see that the image is in line with the flow of the text. I suggest that you consult a good HTML reference, like my Creative HTML Design book that I wrote with my sister Linda Weinman, for a good reference on what tags are block level and what tags are inline level. I could list them here for you. There's quite a few of them. I'll give you just the highlights of it. The inline content tags are A for anchors, B for bold, cite, code, emphasis, font, I for italic, images, the elements of forms like buttons and input tags and things like that, objects, quotes, superscript and subscript, and span, and things like that. The block content model includes address, block, quote, center, div, the list elements like ordered lists and unordered lists, tables, and things like that. And of course the paragraph tag, the P tag. It's important to understand the difference. It's not so important to have them all memorized if you have a good reference. But you need to know that block level tags are things like paragraphs that contain text, or in some cases like div and center contain other block level elements. And inline is things that flow with the text, things like the emphasis in the italics right here, things like images are considered inline level. It's important to know the difference. You don't necessarily have to have them all memorized.